Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel Sharang and Sharvari. So in this video, it's just going to be me because I'm going to give all you 2024 and 2025 brides, even as well as grooms, some tips for your big day, that is your wedding day. And to give a bit of background, personally, I'm in the same boat as you guys because you might be knowing, like all of our subscribers might know, that me and Sharang got engaged in the month of July, and we have our wedding in a couple of months. So right now, it's the phase between the engagement and the wedding in which we are just, planning things, organizing things, and that whole, scenario, the pre-wedding scenario, as I like to call it. And while going through this process, I realized there are so many things involved that you have to take care of. Your family is indeed taking care of a few things, but even as a bride or a groom, you have a few things to take care of. That is why I decided to make this video because I found it very, very relevant. And it would be very relatable for those getting married either in 2024 or in the year 2025. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video. The first tip I would want to give everyone is make sure that you choose your color palette before you start your wedding shopping. Now this is something that immensely helped me during my shopping experience because I exactly knew what I wanted to buy before I went into the store. I knew what colors I wanted to go with and which colors I wanted to avoid for my wedding. That really helped me because I could tell the shopkeeper exactly what I wanted, and then he shortlisted the dresses and outfits that I would be wearing for the wedding. And those are the ones that he showed me. So it made my wedding shopping so easier. Like I literally got everything in one or two shopping visits that I made to the store instead of making multiple rounds of shopping visits. Because in my opinion, that is a huge waste of time, and you just can cover so many other things instead of just focusing on that one wedding outfit or everything. So this is a tip I would like to give you guys. The second tip I would like to give you guys is that make sure that you start your wedding shopping a lot beforehand. Now, I recommend to all of you that the actual day of your wedding, whenever it is, you should start and backtrack at least 6 months to the present day. So if your wedding is next year, you should slowly start shopping from this year so that you get things to your liking. There is no stress, overwhelming pressure about all these things, and you can calmly deal with these, wedding preparations in general. In my case as well, I have started pretty early, and that is why everything is getting a good structure, everything is happening in a structured manner, and that is why the amount of stress that maybe would happen in this scenario is not happening in my case, because you need to have an organized approach when it comes to wedding shopping. So a great tip for brides and grooms to be here would be to make sure that you have pre-decided what you are going to wear for your wedding. In the case that you don't know where to put it, you can create a Pinterest lookbook, or just make a note of it on Microsoft Word or something like that. And then you can stick reference images that you can show the shopkeeper when you actually start your shopping. This will be very easy for the shopkeeper to kind of give you the things that you want, and they also don't get tired, as well as you, the person who has gone for the shopping in the first place. And in the end, you come out of the store feeling very fulfilled and satisfied. Also, make a list and have a strategic approach. So choose stores that are in the same area so that you can cover more in one day, instead of choosing stores that are too far away and then you can't get anything done and it's just a wasted trip. This was one tip that actually my mom gave me when we were starting wedding shopping, that choose stores that are in the same area. And when we actually did that approach, it really helped us. The third tip I would want to give all the brides and grooms of 2024 and 2025 is to make sure you have a consistent mental and physical routine. This is a very overwhelming time. And since I am in the same boat as all of you guys, I totally relate to everyone. There are a million things to do. You have mixed feelings as a bride. You're, sad about leaving your house somewhere. You're also kind of apprehensive about adjusting with a new family and how things will go there. So there are a million things that you have to deal about. I'm not saying this is just for bride. Even for grooms, there are so many things that are new for you. There's a whole girl coming to live with you. She has to adjust with your parents in your house. So the stress is the same for boys as well as for girls. What do you do in this case? Irregardless of whatever wedding diet you're following or anything that you're doing, you should also make it a point to prioritize self-care. In the scenario that you feel too tired or you feel like you can't do something, postpone it. It's okay. And that is why I recommended the first thing is to make sure that your wedding shopping is done very beforehand. So you have time for self-care and rest days as well as recreation days, because as much as this journey is, all about I would say planning and preparing, it's also about fun. And that's why the fun that you have done here is something that you'll remember your whole life. And instead of, wasting all this time in all the stress, overwhelming and pressure, environment, I would recommend you get everything done early and then you just chill for the rest of the time and prioritize your self-care. I would also say make exercise a big part of your life, irregardless of whatever wedding diet you're on to gain weight or lose weight or anything. But overall, it will help you stay mentally sane. I personally am going for a walk or prioritizing a run every evening. And it really, really helps me stay sane in all of this insanity, as I would call it, the wedding insanity. So it definitely helps. And the last tip I would say for both brides and grooms is spend as much time with your family as possible. A marriage is a great union between two individuals. It's also a great union between families. And that is why you are going to be leaving your family to go to someone else's. For in the case of guys, someone is coming to your house to adjust with your family. So this is kind of the last phase in which you are just with your parents, if you know what I'm saying. That is why make sure that in it's not just about the shopping or organizing or event management. It's also about the little moments, that is having that cup of tea with your parents or meeting your grandparents or meeting your cousins, going out for dinner with them. So make sure you put time aside for all of these things, to your friends as well, because you also have to leave your friendships behind if you're moving away from your city, or you're going to your in-laws place. So that is why make sure you prioritize your routine in such a way that all of these things are covered. Make sure you balance your parents as well as your fiance, because these are the two important relationships you'll have in your life. And this journey or the transition will be smoother as compared to what it would be done in stress, is what is my opinion. So yeah, guys, these were some tips I wanted to give out before the wedding season of 2024 and 2025 starts. And I hope this video was helpful to all of you who are getting married this year. I will just tell you one thing, do not be stressed at all. Everything on your side is going to be fine. You're going to be that perfect bride or groom. You're going to look your best and you're going to have an amazing wedding. So don't worry at all. Me and Sharang have, given you our wishes and our blessings for you. So let's make sure your day goes the best if you follow these 4 tips. Apart from that, thank you so much, guys, for the love you have been showering to our channel. We have 80 subscribers and that is insane. So both me and Sharang are extremely happy at this success, and it's all because of you guys. So this is a great audience appreciation post as well. And do stay tuned for the next videos that will be upcoming. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel Sharang and Sharvari on YouTube. And if you have any suggestions similar to this or any other realm you have any suggestions in, make sure you drop a note in the comment section down below. We do read your comments, so we would love it if you contributed. It would be very helpful for us. Thank you, guys, and I hope I see you soon, and happy wedding season to all of you. Thank you and take care.